Is your family divided? Do some of your friends and colleagues disassociate with you because you speak your voice and you have a critical mind? Well, you're not alone, my friend. Welcome to the Conscious Club. Hey everyone, welcome to the Freedom Lovers Show. I'm your host, David James Rodriguez, and today we're going to be talking about family and friends and building a voluntary world, one relationship at a time. And it's very difficult when the relationships that we are so bonded with and get a lot of joy from and fulfillment, when these people, these loving souls, these relationships believe the media and believe the government. And this is the primary problem, is that they've lost track of their values in life. And so visionary, conscious, sweet people like you and I, we value love. We value consent. We value personal responsibility, freedom, courage, adventure, forgiveness. And some of our family members, some of our friends and business partners, they value obedience or fitting in or peace, apparent peace, non-confrontation. They will swallow their truth. They will swallow their dream in order to create a moment of alleged peace in a conversation. Rather than speaking their mind, rather than accepting that we are all mortal beings and that we're all going to pass away one day, so we should love each other in a voluntary way if you want. They think they're going to live forever, I guess. And I don't know what it is, but this is what we're taught in government schools, to not stick out. And my mother was a public school teacher. I have family members who are principals and teachers now who I love. And the state is in charge of the school system. So the state is based on coercion, because it's money. It's funded by taxes, which is robbery. Whereas in a private school or a private world, these organizations are funded with capital. Somebody actually invests the money. Maybe an angel investor or institutional investors, or maybe you bootstrap it and take a loan on your credit card and start your own business. But the point is that in the future, you have two options, my friends. That is to hang around with people who support coercive organizations and don't want to speak their truth. They swallow their dream, they swallow their purpose in order to fit in. Or you can hang out with courageous truth tellers, people that are seeking the truth the best they can, telling the truth the best they can, because we have been deceived through our 12 years in government schooling, maybe 4, 5, 6 years in college, and our lifetime through the government media operation. This is why the former CIA director, William Casey, said, we know our plan will be complete when almost everything Americans believe is a lie. And that's why, according to critical theory, it doesn't matter what they do. It's complete, it's total. It's 360 degrees. They want to attack the family, attack your health, attack your consciousness, attack your relationships, attack your money, attack all of that. Don't you understand that's what this is about? And this COVID thing is their final play in the playbook. I should say phase 1 of their final play. Their final move, in my research, is to implant a traceable, trackable chip inside of you, and then put your money information on it, your financial accounts, investment accounts. They want to eliminate cash, and then put your health information on there as well. How many kids you have, what type of illness, tendencies, your genetic information. Now, why would they do this? Because they have all the money in the world. This gang of thugs, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, members of the Bilderberg Group, Council on Foreign Relations, Skull and Bones, Trilateral Commission, Club of Rome, and more. And so it's a comprehensive attack on you, the individual, and that's why they're promoting Black Lives Matter. And the funny thing is, one of the great guys from the NFL is named Herschel Walker, and he was on a news show recently, and he straight said the BLM is a Marxist organization. And I got black friends who, you know, support it and black friends who don't, but it's politics. At the end of the day, it is government. It's left, right, divide and conquer. And humanity is realizing that they're both criminal entities. So why? I just told you. It's based on coercion, money. Government's funded by taxes. So you say, well, somebody's got to build the roads. Well, you don't think the roads existed before the government? Oh, somebody's got to help the poor. You don't think the poor were helped before government? In fact, if you look at some of the research, there was an abundance of charities before the welfare state. But the welfare state pushed out these charities because they can't survive if they're not getting donations. So now the government just steals it from your paycheck. So, anyway, it's all politics. It's all government. This is why the paradigm shift, my friends, is that you are your own nation. You are president of this flesh and blood. Do you understand this? I mean, this is a very liberating moment for me once I realized this thing, because I had gotten some trouble when I was younger because I had some cannabis on me when I was, 15, 16 years old. And then they suspend my license to drive. And I was like, man, I want to be a good guy. And like, why is this happening to me? Well, if you possess a plant, whether it's broccoli, asparagus, or cannabis, there's no crime. That's the amazing thing to realize. A crime requires a victim. And so if you damage their person, their body, or their property, that's a crime. So you and I are now victims of the city, county, and state governments that stop us for revenue generation. Mainly in California, it's the California Highway Patrol, but also city cops, sheriffs do revenue generation as well, because it's like a jobs project. You gotta make like you're doing something. Oh, how many tickets did you get today? Oh, safety laws for your, seatbelt laws for your safety. No, it ain't. It is for money. The cell phone, you can't drive and hold a cell phone. It's for your safety. No, it's not. Otherwise, they'd outlaw drinking a soda, eating a hamburger, all these things, driving with one hand. It is not about your safety. It's about extorting you and forcing you to give them your money, which is your life force. So, a few tangents there. The point is, you're not alone if your family and friends are isolating you or you feel isolated from them. What's happening, there's a new paradigm that's happening, and there's two teams. There's a team called consent that respect the sovereignty of you, the individual, and there's team coercion, which has groupthink, crowd psychology. They don't think for themselves, and they think whatever the television tells them, whatever the YouTube tells them, whatever the government, governors, mayors, council members, supervisors, whatever they tell them, that's the truth. And so you and I are realizing that the real truth, you got to find for yourself, and I got to find for myself. Life is such a mystery. It's such a gift. And so be encouraged that you're not by yourself. Neither am I. I thought I was by myself for a while, but through the internet, thankfully, and through live in-person events, you can meet your friends. You can meet your visionary partners and colleagues, because we're creating a new world. You and I, and the hundreds and thousands and millions, soon it will be billions of people who understand basic human relationships are based on consent. Is that such a hard concept? No, it's a very easy concept, and it is going viral. So make your music, make your art, make your poems, make your dances, make your apps, write some code. Do something to help promote consensual relations, because that means you're a visionary. And that means you're a freedom creator in this lifetime, and we need you. And so reach out to us. wherever we are in the voluntarious groups, all throughout the country, all around the world, and our friends and family will come along. Once they realize that we have peace and harmony and mutual benefit without threats and violence and intimidation and coercion, like your local city, county, state, and federal governments, they'll come along. It might take a while, a few years, decade, generation, but otherwise, we're going to be enslaved by these criminals who want to plant these chips inside of you and me and our children and grandchildren, and I'm not okay with that. And I don't think you are as well. So thanks for joining us on the Freedom Lovers Show. We're building the voluntary world, one relationship at a time, and we're going to do it. And we are doing it now.